it's fair to say that the Niners have a great defense. I've been waiting, and now I want to say they have a great defense, and I want to give them the nickname Alcatraz, even though they don't play in San Francisco anymore, and it's really more fitting to give them some type of South Bay nickname, but I'm saying Alcatraz because it's perfect. You know, there's no escaping this Niners defense. They lock you up, call it the Rock for short. I like that nickname. Great defense. And today, well, first of all, their front seven is crazy. It's amazing. The defensive line and the linebackers, I don't know that there's a better front seven in the league. Nick Bosa on his own, it could be the defensive player of the year. He could be the MVP. He's the best player on this team. And the fact that he's been so good on a rookie deal is a big reason the Niners have won so much since 2019. His impact is bigger than any non-quarterback. And sometimes he feels like he's a quarterback with the 3 sacks. I mean, he's so good. And he's only making about $8 million a year. That's a huge bargain. That's a huge advantage for the Niners. Then you got Fred Warner with an interception, Dre Greenlaw with a touchdown. I mean, it's really hard. They're so fast, sideline to sideline at the second level. Really, if you don't have a fully healthy offense and an all-time great quarterback and a great coach, you're going to score 17 points tops, probably 10. Now, there are some great quarterbacks in the league. We saw what the Chiefs did to this team, and I couldn't help but notice. I'm thinking, yeah, it's a great defense, and there are very few teams that could take advantage of it. But we've seen one do it. And when you were watching today, didn't you think, man, Patrick Mahomes would have hit a lot of throws that Tua missed today. Josh Allen would have hit a lot of throws Tua missed today. Jalen Hurts would have missed a lot of throws Tua missed today. If you put a better quarterback on this field against the Niners with a fully healthy offensive line, and it's a good one, I still think this Niners defense has something to prove. Because they got eviscerated so bad by the Chiefs. So that's why I picked it. Look, I picked the Niners to win 20-17. They won 33-17 because they scored what? Essentially 7 points on defense, plus they got a pick that set up the Niners in field goal rate. That's another 10 points they essentially scored on defense. But they gave up 17, which is what I expected. Not a lot. And why I picked that number was, although Miami's offense is very good, missing both offensive tackles against the 49ers, nah. You can't do it. The Niners' D-line is too good. You can't block Nick Bosa with backup offensive tackles. The Niners won this game with pure pass rush. Tua looked freaked from the beginning of the game. He hit that nice touchdown pass. Anytime he had to hold the ball longer than a second and a half, he looked freaked. It's like he watched the film and he was like, we can't block that. I'm terrified. I'm going to get hurt. So he went into self-preservation mode the entire freaking game, and that's why the Niners won. Still, they're eventually probably going to face a team with a fully healthy offensive line and a quarterback who's a little bit more physically gifted than Tua. Tua's okay. He's a good quarterback that the Niners made look bad, but frankly, his arm, he's small and he's not that mobile and he doesn't have a strong arm. The Niners are going to face more physically gifted quarterbacks than that, and they have the talent to shut them down, but there were a lot of open receivers in this game. They gave up a 75-yard touchdown. They gave up a long 50-yard touchdown to Tyreek Hill, and there were about 5 other passes that should have been completed as well. So, great defense. Are they going to win the Super Bowl? I don't know. I don't know yet. They're eventually going to have to face a legit offense, even though there's very few legit offenses in the NFL anymore, which is a shame. But another test is out there. I don't know if next week is a test. The Bucs have a terrible offense, but eventually the Niners in the playoffs are going to have to face Philly or Minnesota or Dallas. And I think those teams have more to offer on offense than this banged up version of Miami. Jalen Waddle was hurt today too. So great defense. I still would like to see a little bit more, if you don't mind me saying.